Hello, this is Essie, the homeless woman. I want to record something right quick. I'm at my storage unit, and I'm in the back where my storage unit is. And so I told you guys that you cannot see me off the main street of my storage unit. There's no way you can see me. Okay, this is the side street. And let me try to make it bigger so you can see. You might see cars going by. Let me put it right here. Okay, see those cars going by? That's the side street of my storage unit, right? And so the side street in my storage unit, there is a business right there. I think there's like a lawn and garden type business. So they have like trucks and stuff like that parked over there, lawn stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this over here. Let's see, right there. Now, right here, let me see my finger. Right here, right there, there's parking for a shopping center. I'm gonna try to make it. Okay, yeah, right here. There's parking for a shopping center. So that's not the lawn business right there. So right there, sometimes the police sits there. There's parking right there. And sometimes they sit there and they're watching me over here at my storage facility. So, okay. They never used to sit there. Never. So this is just recently, since I've been uploading the video of the police sitting on the next door property, which is on the opposite side of what I'm showing you guys. There's a next door property. It's like an office complex. And they were sitting there watching me. So I drive by my storage unit all the time. I never see a police sitting there. I go by at night, I'm driving and I go by there a lot. I never see the police sitting at that next door property until I come to my storage unit at night. So it's usually around 9:30 when I see the police sitting there. So if I come to my storage unit around that time, because I have access to 10 o'clock. When I leave, okay, when I come, there's no police on the next door property. When I leave, that's when I see the police on the next door property. So I'm like, okay, so why are they only coming after I come to my storage unit at night? That's the only time I see them. I drive by my storage unit, my storage building, complex a lot. And I always look over because I'm like, okay, I want to see if they're sitting there when I'm not there. And I never see them sitting there. Only when I come here at night and when I'm leaving, that's when they have come. Now, so when I come here, they're not sitting there. But when I leave, they're sitting on next door property. It's so-called filling out paperwork. Okay. Yeah, right. So since I've been uploading the videos, and I actually talked to an officer another night. I did record it, but I didn't upload it yet. But I talked to him because I'm like, I'm going to sit here and watch him. So he came into my storage unit, got behind me, and we talked. And so, but I don't know if I'm going to make it public or not. But, he did bring up, well, we wouldn't watch you in a marked car. Well, you can watch somebody in a marked car. You can. They used to come here in unmarked cars. This is what I believe. I know in my heart. They would come in unmarked cars, because the surveillance team, I believe they have people working for them that are not police officers. So they used to come here in my storage unit in unmarked cars, probably from the surveillance team. That's not even a police officer, because they don't even look like police officers. And when they notice that I'm noticing them, like, if you come in here and every time I'm here, you pull up right after I pull up. Well, that's causing me to be suspicious. How is it that you pulling up right after I pull up all the time? So when I start noticing them, then they disappear. I never see them again. This one guy, he did that. He was always pulling up every time I pull up. So I never really, I wouldn't focus on him, but I had noticed that, And so when I started staring at him, he drove off and he shook his head, and I never seen him again. So this is the stuff they do. They know I'm going to be noticing if they coming up in unmarked cars. And so they're watching and mark cars now. So now this is the second place that they're coming, right here on this next door property. This is the second place that they're sitting at and looking over here. And they think I don't see it. So, I mean, I seen them sitting here 2 or 3 times right here on this, where I'm showing you at. 2 to 3 times I seen them sitting there. So the last time I saw him there, when I came out the restroom, I saw him, and I got in my van and I moved it so he couldn't see my vehicle. So I'm sure they know that I see them. But they keep saying, oh, we're not watching you, but I see plenty of evidence to show that they are watching me. And this is the thing, it's sad, because when people say that they're being watched or maybe their phone is being tapped, you always gonna have people to say, no it's not. But how do you know it's not? You not with that person. It was one singer. They were Caucasian, and they were big time singers. I can't remember what group it was. I think they were from another country, but they were like the Rolling Stones, something like that. I don't know if it was them or another group similar to them. But one of the men said that he was being his phones was being tapped, and he was under surveillance. Nobody believed him. And then guess what? Come out that it was true. His phones was being tapped. He was under surveillance. So it's like, if you one of those people that tell people, oh, you're not under surveillance, nobody's watching you, you ought to be ashamed of yourself, because you have no idea you're not with that person 24/7. And just think, if it was you, if somebody was doing you like that, if the FBI, the police department, or any government was doing you like that, and you trying to tell people they're watching you, they're listening to your phone calls, your car or your cell phone is being tracked, and then you have someone that don't know nothing about you, don't know nothing about what the police do, tell you that it's not happening. How would you feel? Honestly? So it's like, I just don't understand people. You probably don't even know what's going on in your life. It's probably somebody watching you, and your head is so far up in the clouds, you don't even know who's watching you. I see a lot of people, they just go about their day in la la land. I'm a type of person, I pay attention to things. I was a bus driver for years. School bus driver for 5.5 years, did a public bus driver. But most of this I got when I was a school bus driver. My trainer would tell me, get the big picture. Scan your mirrors. So I had to look up ahead. I even looked behind me in my rearview mirrors. I was always scanning my mirrors. Always looking around me. Because that's how I was trained to do. I was trained to be like that when I was a school bus driver. So I see things and I pay attention to things that a lot of people do not pay attention to. I see women all the time. They don't pay attention to their surroundings. So you got someone like me that pay attention to my surroundings. And plus even more now because of the way the police is doing. So I'll be trying to catch them. So now I can record them. And I got other people that I know is in La La Land telling me, oh, the police, they not doing that to you. Ain't nobody watching you. What audacity you to fix your mouth to say that ain't nobody watching me when you don't know nothing about me. You haven't spent not one day with me. You don't know nothing about the police. Obviously, you don't know nothing about the police. If you fix your mouth to say something like that. So some woman, I don't know if it was a woman or not. You know, they could have got the picture from anywhere. Will tell me the police don't have resources to be watching elderly homeless woman. I said, Lord have mercy. That's it. She was trying to insult me. When I think of a 50-year-old, when I was 20, when I would think of a 50-year-old, I never thought elderly. And that person who said that, you never know, one day you might be homeless. It's something how people are. I just don't understand people. I really don't. Until it happened to you. You say things until it happened to you. So yeah, that's all I had to say. A lot of times when they sit over there on that property, it's night. So I don't even know if it would show up in my video. And plus I be in a rush trying to do what I got to do, and it's been raining, so I don't even know if it'll show up if I try to record them, because they usually sit there at night. You know, they got that black and white car, so it's kind of like hidden in a way, but I always see it. So that's the second place that they watch me from, in the black and white car. So that's it. That's all I got to say. See y'all in another video.